Hello everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus read. I'll just leave that. Trying to move that screen around is just impossible. I'm definitely going to commit to some sort of new setup towards the end of this year, that's for sure. Alright, we are going to use the Tarot of Mystical Moments for your reading today. There's a very sort of, we're in a retrograde, Mercury retrograde at the moment. And we're going through some sort of change here because even I've felt like I don't sleep very often on a full moon. And I can tell you, I don't always know when the full moons are, but if I don't sleep well, I can almost guarantee it, it's a full moon. I feel like it's like I try to close my eyes and go to sleep and my eyes just won't close. And I know people relate to that. Which is just so astounding to think it affects us at such a deep level. So we have Mercury retrograde at the moment, and I just feel this sort of energy of pause. So some people sort of get worried about Mercury retrograde because they always talk about things sort of failing electronically. There always seems to be some sort of problems with communication, whether that's on the airways or in person. People seem to say the wrong things or say the right thing and it's taken the wrong way. But it's different. Today feels like there's a pause. It's like we're all waiting for something. There's a real energy of just sort of waiting. I don't really know if everybody else is feeling that. It doesn't feel bad, doesn't feel good. It just feels like we're in some sort of waiting space. So that's what I'm feeling in the universe at the moment. Alright, so we have the Page of Pentacles coming through. This very interesting because we keep getting the pages out at the moment, so I feel like communication is coming. When the cards keep repeating, I know that there's a stronger message. The Page of Pentacles for me is very, very different though, because for me personally, it often talks about some sort of gift from the universe, some sort of communication, something coming to you that could be seen as a gift. So it's not just, you know, a job. It's not just an invite. This is something much more powerful, because this for me is going to shift you somewhat on your journey. And maybe that's what we're all waiting for, is that shift. But the Page of Pentacles is some sort of message coming through, and generally means something to do with tangible stuff like money, jobs, study. But it's always had this much stronger element. When I see it in people's readings, personal readings, or I see it in a reading on the table, I'm like, this often means that something is there to release you from some sort of bondage. It's there to help you move forward. It's to help you get unstuck from something. So it has a very different energy for me. Now, sometimes I feel this could be through communication. It might be getting an email, a letter, something. Sometimes it's inadvertent conversation, or somebody talking about something that sort of awakens you somewhat, or communication coming from somebody you haven't spoken to for a while or haven't communicated with for a while. But what it does is it frees you up from that energy that's held you up. So I'm definitely feeling that this morning with the page. We have the Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's some sort of truth coming to you here. Some clarity. The Knight of Swords is now a card of action. So we're seeing something sort of evolving here. So maybe you're getting some sort of communication and somebody wants to take action here. But the swords always represent communication. And I'm feeling like you either haven't had communication for a while, which is in effect holding you up on your path, or you're holding on to that energy, which is stopping things moving forward for you. Maybe this is why I'm getting this energy of like this energetic pause energy at the moment. But what I feel here is that some sort of communication is coming in to free you from something, to sort of help you to move forward. I feel like the universe is sort of positioning something here to give you the information you need. So it might get you out of a stuck situation. Okay, so we have the Two of Cups coming through. Soulmate energy. This person here feels very strongly connected to you, and possibly you to them. But it looks like something's interrupted something here. Maybe somebody has stepped wrongly. not communicated to you, or perhaps not been honest with you or completely honest with you about something. Because when I see the Two of Cups, I'm really strongly, and I can see the Empress sort of sitting here. You can see it just wanting to poke his head out. So it may be possible we're talking about a divine masculine with the Emperor card, but I also feel that somehow or another this situation, this offer of contact, communication will put you back in your power. You'll feel a little bit more where you need to be here. Six of Cups, definitely something coming in from your past. For me, the Six of Cups is very much about that nostalgic thinking, that looking back to the past. It doesn't always feel regretful or remorseful. It's very often remembering good times with someone. Perhaps you had some really strong memories of this person that mean a lot to you, and maybe you keep going. Like sometimes I do it too, like I'll get a photograph come up on my Facebook page, or I'll come across something that somebody has given me, and in that moment it sort of brings back all of the memories that come with it, and sometimes that can be quite sad. The other thing that I find happens a lot with me, and I'm sure you'll agree, is sometimes I smell things, and I can remember things like the lolly shop I went to as a kid, or the sweet shop as we called them in England. Or I remember, you know, I can smell something that reminds me of the ocean, and it will just bring this stream of memories back. And I feel like here you're sort of stuck in some sort of remembering here. And it's got something to do with a love interest, I feel here with the Knight of Cups. I feel like somehow or another there's been no communication. Maybe you've been thinking back a lot lately. But what I feel like the universe is saying here is it's time for you to move forward. That you are stuck in a memory, or you're stuck in an energy, or stuck in an idea of something that is holding you back from possibly a love offer here, because this is where the Emperor is. So, very, very strong feeling here, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I feel like this person here, we have Aries energy. This person is meant here to be in your life with this King of Pentacles. I feel like this person is meant to be with you, but it's like you've been held up. You've been held in a space, in some sort of waiting room, and I feel here that I can feel the pause in the universe, and I said that before I did this reading. There's a feeling of waiting for something, of anticipation, of something to come through. Now, I don't know that it's directly related to this person. I feel like it's more that you feel maybe stuck or held back by something. And sometimes we can feel very connected to something from our past, but I feel like with this particular thing, it may be holding you back. Spirit saying from moving forward. Yeah, that's not helpful. It may be holding you back from what you want, where you want to go. It's keeping you stuck in time. Okay, let's have a look. All right, so the Queen of Pentacles coming through here. So I definitely feel we've got a couple here, or two people who both feel like they're meant to be together. So the King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles for me is definitely husband, wife, partners, whatever. The Queen of Pentacles is very much the Earth Mother. Like, she is very drawn to material pursuits, but she's not materialistic, probably not quite as materialistic as the King of Pentacles. This is about her feeling connected to these things, or connected to nature. And I feel like here that the connection to this person, maybe you feel connected to this person because you feel like they're already, you know, have this energy of a partner, or a husband, or somebody that you should be spending time with. So I'm not really sure why this person is not communicating, or is not opening the lines of communication, or possibly because I feel like this person is sort of feeling the connection to you still as well. And it could be that they are being very nostalgic, or thinking back at memories. Maybe you both have very strong memories here. Now, I can't help but feel too that for some of you, we may be talking childhood sweethearts, or, you know, sweethearts at university, and perhaps, you know, that whole star-crossed lovers thing where you meet but it just isn't the right time. And it's possible that both of you, when you met, were in relationships or other situations here, but something's kept you tied to that. It's almost like you've You've got some sort of soul tie to them here. It's kept you tied to this situation and you're reliving it. I feel like mostly you're reliving it in a good way with the Six of Cups, but I feel like something needs to free you up here. I feel like you need some sort of something to let go or find your freedom. All right, yeah, we have the Tower coming through. This is a stunning tower. Look at this. The Tower talks about breaking down some sort of view, some sort of idea, letting go of something to move forward. This is about rebuilding here with the Tower. All right, so we have the Hierophant coming through as well with Temperance. Look at that. Actually, the Hierophant's gorgeous, look. Something is trying to be rebirthed here. Something is trying to come back into being. And I feel like here that now you're ready. It feels to me like you're in a better place to either understand some connection or let go of some connection, but doing it in a different place now. Maybe you're just ready to let go of something that you believed was going to be ultimately yours. Something is definitely coming in to show you the way here. But I feel like here you're in a much better place to accept this, because the Tower for me feels like you're letting go. You're letting go of something. All right, so we have the Seven of Wands with the Six of Wands. Very nice. Nine of Swords. There's definitely a release of anxiety and stress. And maybe you've got to a point with a connection with someone where you're letting go of the attachment and you're understanding that point of love. Because I feel like you're letting your defenses down here, and this is somewhat leading to a victory. It's leading to a new, it's like you're flipping the lid on something. Because it's anxiety is sort of going here rather than staying. So whatever this situation is, whatever's been going on here has always kept you trapped in some sort of negative thinking. And I feel like with this Seven of Wands, you're giving up that fight. You're not hanging on to something so dearly anymore. Nine of Pentacles. No, see, you're self-investing. This is where you're going. You're self-investing. And you're to the point. And I do talk to people who say to me, I'm in a really good place now. I really understand that I need to be focusing on me. But I feel like this is coming more as a natural thing for many of you. Being able to let go of some sort of attachment or something that's kept you attached to the past. And maybe that cord that you've got attached to a person is being released, which is a good thing. Because there's self-love here in this Nine of Pentacles. All right, then we have the Wheel of Fortune. Yet, universe is beautifully supporting you on this journey. But we do have the Moon coming through. I have a feeling I know what that is meaning here, but I'm going to ride it out with Spirit. The Moon talks about things hidden, emotions being hidden. It talks about things unknown. But it also talks about you here. Because it's sort of feeling to me very connected to this Nine of Pentacles, Seven of Wands energy. So there may be some sort of release of emotion that's coming for you here, especially with this Tower. Either a realization, an epiphany, some sort of energy of understanding something on your journey. But this is coming in very, very differently though, because it's coming in through you. So it's like you are evolving, and while you're evolving, you're sort of shedding. So it's like you're building and shedding all at the same time. But you've also given up fighting for something internally. Maybe fighting not to let go of something, fighting to hold on to something here. It's like you're holding on to the idea of loss, that you don't want to lose, that it's somehow a competitive thing. There's like competition here. It's almost like you're punishing yourself. So what you're doing in effect is holding on to something because you don't want to lose, or you don't want to let it go. And I feel like that is where this is changing. I just see this Nine of Pentacles with the bird, and behind it there is a cage. And I keep feeling here that, you know, that saying, if you love something, set it free. If it returns, it's yours. Like that sort of energy here. And it's like this bird has been released from the cage and is ready to return. So I feel like that's what they're getting at here. That, you know, by releasing this energy, this thing can be returned to you, but you're still hanging on to the energy. But it's like you're hanging on to the energy because you don't want to lose, or you don't want to let it go. And it just reminds me of somebody saying to me once, I can't remember, somebody had died and they said, I can't remember their face and I'm so upset, I can't remember what they looked like. And I feel like that is the grief there. That is the grief energy. It's like you're hanging on to some sort of grief energy and scared to let go because you think if you let go that it won't come back. And that's what you need to let go of, because you're here to trust that the universe will return to you what is rightfully yours. And I feel like with this Moon card, that because you're hanging on to something, you're not letting your emotions free. It's like you are becoming a slave to your emotions, I want to say here. And there's a victory card in the middle, so just rest assured here, oh, it looks like Thumbelina. Rest assured here that you are going to see victory in a situation. You're definitely going to be victorious. But you're hanging on to the negativity of it. You're hanging on to the sadness of it. You're bottling up all of this emotion here that needs to be let free. I feel like, though, with this card here, something is happening with the Wheel of Fortune. Something is helping you move to the next side of the cycle. So we have some sort of message coming through, communication coming through. I feel like it's something to do with the truth. It definitely has to do with a strong soul connection, quite likely from your past here. I feel like this person is more than likely very, very deeply in love with you, but maybe you haven't been able to see it. We have the Seven of Cups here. So maybe you haven't been able to see it, but the universe is saying here with the Seven of Cups that once you break through this illusion of loss, once you understand with the Sun that happiness can be yours, and you break through this illusion that you can't have something, or it's too hard, or it hurts too much, and you keep hanging on to the pain, once you break through that illusion, then it will be returned to you. I'm just going to find a couple of cards for the Moon here, just have a good look to make sure. But you've got to let go this pain and suffering. You're doing the martyr thing, like it's like you're hanging on to all the hard stuff. But yet I see you looking back at the past with so much happiness, but you're not sort of really reliving the happiness. You're holding on to the pain of it all. It has to go. You have to let it go because it's stopping you from achieving what you want to achieve, which in reality here, the Devil energy, there we go. Okay, so for some of you it will be codependence. And I'm just going to explain codependence to you a little bit more because everybody doesn't seem to understand codependence. When we're dependent on someone, we're dependent on someone to drive us to work, or dependent on someone to help us out when we're in trouble. That dependence is very different. Codependence is unhealthy dependence. Codependence means that you're putting the other person's needs before yourself. And if you are giving this person all of your energy, or you are investing everything you have in them returning, or things turning out the way it is, what you're in effect doing is giving away your power. What you're doing is saying, this person is more important than me. So this is why the universe comes in with this whole idea of working on yourself so that you can understand the codependency of it. It's very unhealthy, and you never want to be in codependent situations. Codependency is very, very different to dependency. And healthy dependency is interdependency. So if you're in an interdependent relationship, you both are very individual people, but working on a relationship where you both love each other and want to be together. When you are codependent, you want to be with this person because you feel that they are responsible for your happiness. And that's where codependency is unhealthy. And a lot of people grow up in what we see as codependent houses, with codependent energies towards their parents, which means that it's very, very difficult for you to understand your own personal power. And you're giving it to someone else. So that devil energy sort of says it for me here. All right, and we do have the Justice card. So you're working through some sort of karmic energy here. The universe trying to see you through the other side to find balance in yourself. And the balance in yourself is self-love. You can't love someone else more than you love yourself. If you are in the energy of, oh, I can't live without them, then you've got a codependent issue. And all the time you're in that codependency, you are not going to draw someone back in. Because it's desperate, it's needy, and it's not attractive. And you ask yourself how it looks in someone else. So what you're doing here is you're balancing the scales and you're taking yourself into self-love, where you can release what you don't need and become the powerful human being that you are. All right, let's pull you an oracle card here. I feel like, yeah, look, get grounded. I feel like we're repeating cards all the time this last couple of weeks. And Get Grounded does talk about you understanding how to live in your body rather than to live in your head, to feel connected with the universe, to really get into that Queen of Pentacles energy. And then we have the card of Lemuria. So definitely a reminder here of where you come from and what you're on the earth to learn. So if you're not still understanding that and you're really stuck in your 3D experience, then it's about time. And I'm getting a blocked throat chakra, so it's about time that you spoke up for yourself. And then we have soul family. So you must understand here that you are part of a collective energy. A lot of people going through this experience at the moment. And it's really, I hear that a lot too. You know, people saying, well, how can we all be going through the same thing? Well, you might be at different stages in your evolution, but you are working towards this very same thing. We are here to self-love. We are here to heal our relationships, and we're here to build a better life for ourselves going forward. So very much this sort of understanding that where you've come from, understanding why you're here. And if you get grounded, you do your meditations and you get back into your body, you will have these answers. They will come through. But I also see that you feel here much more connected to the people around you who are on the same journey. All right, I'll leave you with that. Thank you.